Yo guys, Esmin here to talk about some news about the Pokemon Journeys anime. First off, before I get into the news, I didn't really like the Puzzle and Minum episode, so I didn't want to do a whole video for it, so I'm just going to throw along my thoughts and opinions on it here. So I personally give this around a 5 out of 10, 5-ish, 4-ish. It had definitely good qualities with mainly being Team Rocket didn't use the damn gotcha, but besides that, it was really just filler. All right, now moving on to some of the news and stuff. We got the preview showing Go's Sobble evolving into Drizzile and a summary for the episode. Go's Sobble, which greatly admires Atelion, has been practicing outboxing style fighting, and believe it or not, after it saves an unattended, I think that's Oddish, if I remember correctly from when I Googled search that got into trouble, it evolves into Drizzile. However, since it thought it was going to evolve into an Atelion, it gets really let down when it looks at its reflection in the water, and it sees it's became Drizzile. As a result, it secludes itself in a cave, estranging itself from Go. Okay, so this episode, basically, Sobble evolves, then is like happy it evolves, then looks at its reflection and gets really depressed. This episode seems interesting because Drizzile's design doesn't look good at all. Sobble's looks amazing. I love Sobble's design and Atelion's, but Drizzile's is a no. But seeing Drizzile get depressed for not evolving an Inteleon it seems it's going to be funny. Hopefully, by the end of this episode, Go finds a way to cheer up Drizzile, so yeah, that's how this episode's probably most likely going to go. Just a little bit of Go development. Alright, now moving on. We got a summary for the water obstacle course episode. It's still this episode. Ash and Go are watching the Pokemon Water Obstacle Course, an obstacle course race for Pokemon that takes place in the sea. Live on TV, it turns out that Kari, the partner of Vaporeon that ended up winning the race, is a friend of the the Cerise Laboratories Kakuna. I have no idea what her English name is. Chloe saw how fascinated Eevee was with Vaporeon, so she decides to visit Kakari together with Ash and Go so they can meet this Vaporeon it admires so much. It seems we're gonna get a little bit of Chloe and Eevee development, and along with like seeing Dracovish again. Yeah, seems like this episode seems like it's gonna be a really fun, partially filler development episode, like some of the other ones. Possibly Go catches a new Pokemon. Who knows? Okay, now this is when I'm starting to get excited. So we get the title for Pokemon episode 64, The Detested Absol. Ash and Go have received a research request from Hodge in the Hoenn region, a boy Ash has battled a while ago. It turns out that the hot spring in Hodge's grandfather runs isn't getting any water anymore. The villagers blame the disaster Pokemon Absol, but is this really Absol's doing? Ash and Go head to the Hoenn region to pin the actual case. So first off, I think it's Team Rocket that's doing this. Now, just getting past that real quick, I can't believe Hodge is returning. He seemed like he was like a one-off character of the day, and now seeing he's returning, I hope more characters can return. Possibly like mostly Tokyo and Viskies, because I really like those characters. Besides that, Absol, I really think Go's gonna catch it, but in the small chance Ash catches it, I think Hodge might become a permanent or a rival, because he has a mighty Anna, and it could possibly be a rival to this Absol if Ash catches it. Besides that, seeing Hodge return gives me hope that like we see other characters like Rinto, be, or characters that we thought weren't going to appear, like Tokyo, Visky's be, I'm not be, I meant to say it. Oh yeah, no. Return in the future. Now, moving on to the most exciting part of all the thing, Iris's return. You see, Iris is gonna meet Go, and then Ash and her are gonna battle. One day, a letter arrives for Satoshi. It's a battle invitation from Iris, the girl who aims to become a dragon master. He and the others immediately head for the I don't remember which gym that is. In the Unova region, Iris can understand how dragon-type Pokemon feel, so she detects Ash's Dragonite's feelings. And now, with a passionate battle between Ash and Iris, with the advancement of the Pokemon World Coronation Hyperclass on the line begins. Now, this is interesting. I thought that at first Go and Ash were just gonna just so happen to be in Unova and then run into Iris, but no. Iris goes out of her way to track down Ash to send him a letter. That's actually pretty cool. And it's great to know that some of Ash's older travel companions still like to keep contacting him, like the Alola Gang and showing Iris now. Now, moving on to this. I know the quality of this isn't very that well, but I'm going to try to show what I'm trying to say. If you look closely, I'm pretty sure these are all shots of the Iris episode. If you look closely, you see Chloe, Eevee, and Yamper, so possibly they can go along with Ash and Go to watch the battle, or just send them off at least. Now, this is when it gets a little interesting. You see another, besides this photo of Dragonite, which I did forget to put in this presentation, or my thing, which shows Iris's Dragonite intimidating Ash's Dragonite. So they are going to battle. Ash is going to use his Dragonite to battle Iris's. This also interests me slightly. We see, at first, I thought, after this summary, I thought, oh, it's going to be a 1v1. But seeing this scan with Dracovish and Chloe's Eevee at the side, I really makes me think that possibly Iris could use another Pokemon, like possibly her Emolga, or if her actually evolves, to fight Ash's Dracovish. Because we do see in older scans, Iris is a Emolga, so possibly she uses it since Dracovish is a water type. Alright guys, that's my thoughts for today's, or on all the news from the last week. I hope you guys liked the video and enjoyed, and if you want to see more Pokemon content in the future, please subscribe. Alright, S-Man